Hello everyone, my name is Daky, I'm a fox, if you couldn't tell, and I came up with this amazing idea. I want to try and bake again, okay? I got this tiny kitchen, a massive downgrade from my last kitchen, and as we all know, I do not know how to make a whole cake, so I thought about making something very simple, something I almost couldn't mess up. Cookies! And I don't just want to make ordinary, boring, normal cookies. Let's make chocolate blueberry Kinder Maxi cookies. Yeah, okay. To make these cookies, I found a recipe online because I don't know how to make cookies from my head. That will go very wrong and not be fun. But I found a recipe and you need sugar, butter, brown sugar, vanilla sugar, 1 egg, flour, salt, baking powder, baking soda, blueberries, and of course lots and lots of Kinder Maxis. Yeah, and if you don't know what a Kinder Maxi is, let me show you. It's basically just this tiny chocolate bar with milk chocolate and this delicious cream in the middle. So let's just begin cooking. Also, I'm sadly not gonna cook with my paws on. I think we have learned, or I have learned my lesson about cooking with paws. Yeah, here's my cooking weapon. Okay, so sugar, brown sugar, vanilla sugar, all of the sugars in a bowl with butter. Here's my weight. Actually, I'll be using this bowl. Let us see. We need 125 grams of sugar. Whoa. Okay, POV sugar. Oh, that was everything in this bag. We're almost there. 128. That's enough. Also, it's so hot in here. The summer has hit Denmark and it's so hot. I'm sweating already. Could maybe also be because of this fursuit. I blame summer. Then for this brown sugar. I haven't used this brown sugar ever since I baked the cake. So it is rock solid. Look. Okay, I got it in now. I had to do it off cam because it's so hard to get out. So I had to add a bit of water. It looks kind of nasty, as you can see. But yeah, now we add vanilla sugar. We need 2 teaspoons of. Uh-oh, I can't see anything. Oh, that's 1. 2. Now we need butter. Butter dog. We need 140 grams of. Here we go. Come on, go. Go. Oh my god. That was 9 grams. I low-key just need all of it, I think. That's 36 grams. That's a lot of butter. 138. That's good enough. Then we mix it all together. Mix. The forbidden lollipop. I found out that a fork is better to use than my other weapon. Now we add an egg. This egg. And no, I'm not gonna do it with my paws like last time. I've learned, okay? 3, 2. Uh-oh. Okay. No shells. I'm low-key the best. And now we mix. Mix. Okay, I think I can use this thing now. Yeah. Okay, what's next? Then we do flour, this thing, baking powder and salt. Oh wait, I totally forgot to showcase the baking powder. Oopsie. Flour, 250 grams of flour. Flour. 100, 200, and yes, then we do the baking powder. Half a teaspoon of baking powder. That's maybe something like this, I think. Okay, and then 1 teaspoon of this ingredient that I don't know the English name of. It looks very dangerous. I don't know why, but bam. Half a teaspoon of salt. Bam. Yay. Mix. Oh, this is gonna be tough. I'm impatient. I want cookies now. Oh no, it's doing the thing again. I need my fork back. Okay, it's starting to look really good. It's a dough. Cookie dough. And I think it's really important to get it mixed really well, so there's not like a giant piece of flour hiding somewhere. Yummy! Surprisingly, nothing has gone wrong yet. The next step is that we put blueberries and Kinder Maxi in it. The best part. This is my cutting board. And this is a knife. Rah! Boom, boom, boom! Okay. I'm kidding. I'm gonna wash these blueberries so they're not full of bacteria. I'm gonna unbox all of these. Oh my god, this is the best. This is so yummy. So yummy. I just wanna eat. Nom, 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 nom. Okay, so basically now I'm just gonna cut all of these into pieces. Like this maybe. Break, chop. Maybe it's too big of pieces. I'm gonna cut them into smaller pieces, so I'm sure that they're not too big. So they're like that. Bam. This is what 2 bars look like. Yummy. Break. Okay, they're gonna be a bit uneven, but that doesn't matter. I can smell it. It smells like chocolate. One more. Wow. Also warning, do not use knife when wearing fursuit because it's hard to see anything. So please don't do this. Don't do what I'm doing. I'm doing stupid things. And the last one. I'm gonna save that one for later as a snack. Chop. Okay, that's all of them. Look at this. Yummy. Okay, so we have the dough, we have the chocolate and the blueberries. So all we have to do now is to mix them. So blueberries. Yum. Probably not all of them, but I'll just do that for now. And then the chocolates. Get down. Okay. Whoa. How many calories do you think there's in this bowl? Now let's mix it all together. Yum. This really looks super yummy. Honestly, every single recipe, cake recipe, whatever, blueberries just carries everything. And chocolate. If your cookie sucks, just add blueberries. Okay, I think they are mixed now. We take out this oven tray and begin forming the cookies. Okay, they need 175 degrees Celsius. So first thing I'm gonna do is butter this tray up so the cookies don't stick. I am gonna use this dough weapon. I don't know the names of them, so yeah. And if I wasn't fursuiting right now, I would have just grabbed that dough by hands and began forming them with my bare hands. But because I don't want to make a mess, I'm gonna use this one. So let's see if I can do this. It is very sticky. Okay, they're very thick, they're very tall. I actually think I took too much. I think they need to be very flat. The shape of them doesn't really matter on how good they taste. So I shouldn't try too hard to make a perfect circle. But I think the thickness of them matters. So I think this is pretty good. Maybe, or is that too big? I don't know. I like big cookies. Tell me, do you think this is big enough or is it too small? Too big, too small? But I think I'll try and go with something like that. And then I'll just repeat it. And I don't want them to be too close together. It looks pretty bad, but it's difficult to shape them when there's like giant chunks of blueberries and chocolate. Okay, I think that's pretty fine. I want to eat this dough raw. No. I'm scared that they're too tall, but I cannot squeeze them down more because the chunks of blueberries and chocolate is in the way. Okay, I am very excited about this. Take a look at this. Wow. They're not perfect at all, but I'm sure they taste super delicious. There's only good ingredients in these. And by good, I mean super unhealthy. And that's what makes it good. So let me turn on the oven, and it says around 10 minutes. So let me do that. And let's get these cooked. Bam! It's time to take them out of the oven now. And I gave them like 30 minutes, even though the recipe said 10 minutes. But after 10 minutes when I checked on them, they were still soft and not like the typical cookie texture, like a bit hard and chewy. Then about 20 minutes later I checked on them again, but they were still super soft. And then now they're still pretty soft, but then I realized that what if they're not even supposed to be chewy and hard when they're in the oven, but only after they've cooled down. So now I'm a bit scared that I overcooked them. Yummy, yummy. Oh no, they are very brown. Yay! But look, they have just melted together. I made them way too big. I'm gonna lay them down here on the table to cool them off, and then we'll see if they become chewy and better, because they're still pretty soft. So, and if they just go really bad, I'll try to bake another tray and see, and only bake them for 10 minutes instead of 30. But yeah, I'll let them cool off, and then I'll see you later. Bye. Okay, so these are the cookies I made on my first try. I did overbake them by a lot. As you can see, they're way too brown, and they're also kind of crunchy. Now, if you're into crunchy cookies, then these are perfect for you. And in the middle, they're like pretty okay. They're like a bit chewy in the middle, which are good, but still overbaked by too much. So I made another tray, these ones, with only 4 cookies. And I made the portions much smaller, but they still got pretty big, like really big. They have the perfect color. They taste good, I think. I haven't tried them, but it seems like they have a much better texture. Also, another thing I would have done differently would be to make the Kinder Maxi chocolates in bigger chunks instead of cutting them down as much as I did, because they're not really that visible. And I've tried to taste these other ones I've made, and I can't really taste the chocolate, but at least I can see the pieces on these ones. So I'm guessing they're better on these. I really hope so, because the chocolate was pretty expensive. So I hope some of you would like to try this recipe out. Remember to bake the cookies until they're like golden colored and not like these. They're not supposed to be hard when they are in the oven, which makes sense, but I didn't really think about that when I did it, so I'm silly. But if you end up making these cookies in real life, please send me a picture of them or comment down below how it went. I would love to see it. You also do not necessarily need the Kinder Maxi chocolates. You can use any chocolate, anything. Doesn't have to be blueberries, could be raspberries, or go crazy, I don't know. And even though it doesn't turn out amazing and perfect, it still is pretty fun to do and to make. I had fun making these, and at least I got some good cookies out of them, and there's still plenty of dough left. So I hope you have a nice day, night, whatever time zone you may be in. I hope you're having a good time, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.